Tell me what's the point if I lose myself? Spend a couple days with nobody else, holding in my breath just to see if I can find you in my dreams. Oh, I'm getting tired of losing faith in everything I see. The beauty in the stars above, the lost their hold on me. 'Cause I'm a sinner, I'm not the saint, a heart of a winner. So why do I turn away? Somewhere in the deepest blue, I will find you. 'Cause I'm a sinner, and God knows I'm born this way. Looking at myself like I'm someone else. I can't feel my pulse, better get some help. God, I feel so tired, I can't keep covering up my mental health. No, I'm getting tired of losing faith in everything I see. The beauty in the stars above, the lost their hold on me. 'Cause I'm a sinner, I'm not the saint, a heart of a winner. So why do I turn away? Somewhere in the deepest blue, I will find you. 'Cause I'm a sinner, and God knows I'm born this way. And God knows I'm born this way. And God knows I'm born this way.
I feel so alive. I've never felt this way before. It must be you and I. It's got me thinking about us more. It's these bright lights that put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes.
Yo, Chad, baby. How you guys doing? It's a beautiful Thursday afternoon. As we like to say, a fake Friday. Hope you guys are doing well.
Friday.
Chris, how you doing, bro?
Good, man. Always good.
Hey, there
Hope
we
we're
go.
gonna get some price action this afternoon.
I must say, we had a little bit of news come out earlier. Doesn't look like it drove the markets too much, but we'll see what we get. I know tomorrow, that's the big day. We have quite a lot of news coming out tomorrow, so hopefully we're going to see some driving
I
moves
think we've
there.
got employment numbers this
It
afternoon.
came out 30 minutes ago.
Oh, initial jobless.
Yeah, it came out
slightly
$1.
higher.
Yeah.
Slightly higher. Okay.
So we're going to see what happens there, guys. Going to be an interesting one ahead of tomorrow. As you guys always know, Friday Forgotten Bangers. Hope you guys are ready to bring that energy. And we are officially now at 15.3 on the road to 16. And before we know it, on the road to 20K. So just keep obviously supporting. If you guys haven't, drop a like, subscribe. We got another good juicy video coming up for you guys tomorrow. So might even be something else coming out tomorrow as well. So I'm sure those notification bells are on. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a good Friday tomorrow. But before we get into any of that good stuff, as always, Chris, will you open us up with a prayer, brother?
I will, chat. Let's get ready. We're going to pray now. Let's bow our heads. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. And if you believe it, Chad, you can drop an amen right now.
Amen.
Keeks, I just want to do this trader spotlight
Beautiful
before we
stuff, bro.
start. Natasha, I don't know, it's Natasha here. A lady. 20.34%. Absolutely showing the guys up here.
Was she there this morning?
No.
Yeah.
Gee, you're
Someone full
Natasha.
sent.
Rafilo, second place, 18%. And unprofitable ICT. He's been on and off the leaderboard. I don't know if you're in the chat here. Let us know. But that's your top three, chat. Things really starting to spice up. 7 days left. Saturday, Feb's competition registrations open up for that one. So if you blew up now, it's going to open up for you. But Kigo, over to you, my brother.
Right, guys, so let's start with that fundamental chat. Very simple for us. Obviously, we had 330, the dollar unemployment claims, a little bit higher. So that should be a weak dollar, as we know, but nothing too crazy. That will definitely be priced in. The main event for me is going to be this over here. President Trump speaks. Purely just because, again, we are not going to be trading at that time. But I think that will be quite interesting. Miles and myself spoke about it a little bit this morning, saying the idea that obviously that is his first speech now as president after his inauguration. So we're going to see what happens there. What other bombshells he's going to drop on everyone, what else he's canceling, who he's canceling, and most likely who's buying TikTok. You never know at this point. So we're going to see what's happening there with that man. But going to be interesting ahead of all the news we got to Friday. But let's go to the charts and see what's happening. Off with the dollar. You guys know very, very simply, I said to you guys, I will be bullish once we take out these lows. Now, what happened? We came into that weekly S2, we tested it, and this thing took off like a rocket ship, closing back above that weekly key level, holding that. Now, it did go back up to that daily R1, but we definitely got away from that. Now, what I want to see play around here is, if anything, it holds this key level, we can get this going bullish again, something like this, back over that previous high. But if we do start coming back down and we go for this EQ, I actually think we could get a bearish move. And the reason I'm going to say that is purely kind of that early anticipation, and that is just the idea that this broke, we did have that test, we turned bullish, and if we already now don't hold support, having a massive rejection over here, taking out a previous daily high, and then closing bearish under a key area, most likely we're going to find resistance and then come back to take out those lows. Again, we know the monthly pivot is down there, so that was always the idea for this month. So it can get a bit interesting ahead of that. Going over to NASDAQ, again, now we are very, very much bullish. But quite simply, same thing. It is at the monthly R1. We hit that yesterday. and then started a little bit of a rejection. So we can see a little bit of a pullback before anything else happens. We're going to see what we can take away from that. But being quite aggressive, so you had a nice big bullish move, came up here, hit that monthly R1, failed to hold support, broke back underneath all the way to the weekly R1, carried on breaking down. So we could always come right back down to that key area over there of 21,635. Otherwise we can start to turn and go bullish. But I've always said, when I see this, when we have momentum clearly coming to the downside, and again, if you have been here, if you hang around, I've always said with indices, a lot of people see these ab rollers, doji candles as the idea of a reversal, but I've always said to you guys, with indices, they're more likely to fake you out and continue. So just stating that, I will also say I'm most likely going to continue then that bearish momentum on NASDAQ. US30, we're going to have a look over here. So on the day, we are still bullish. This bullish momentum continuing from Tuesday. We said we were going to enter that trade and hold it. We never did. We pulled a Chris over there, and this thing has just gone one way the rest of the week. On the 4 hour, I'm going to say, I must say, the bars looking quite good. We hit a weekly R1. We've been able to hold it, not getting away from that area. Coming back down to the psychological 44,000 for that test.
Be honest, you wanted to say physical
Yeah, I
level.
wanted to
Physical. Yeah, but it gets physical there. It definitely does get it.
So we
physical.
saw that test coming back up and now starting to break back above. The bars are definitely starting to look good. Never tested the EQ, so the grubber didn't come into play. But had Asia highs, Asia lows, the sweep of the lows holding the daily pivot. And then once above this weekly R1, this thing's just gone one way. So looking quite good here. But we're going to see what happens with that. Any nice breaks above your previous daily high. I think those bars can be on. But anything once we get below this weekly R1, those sells definitely can be back on. Then lastly, with gold, I'm going to be bearish, guys. And this is purely off the idea that we are seeing that dollar strength start to come in. If that is the idea, we're going to see, as we see over here, the test. Now, when I was talking about key areas, we always, if you knew, we spoke about the phrase, you bounce a ball off the floor, it's going to bounce up. When it hits the roof, it bounces down. We've hit now in this little range. If we think of it like this, there is our range over here. Why is this thing not letting me draw? There is the range. So we were at the bottom, we're now at the top. We either need to break through and continue, otherwise it's going to come back to the bottom of that range. So very simply, we already are testing the level of support over here. If this starts to hold, for example, the daily S1 is resistance, most likely we are continuing lower. But if we find support here, then we can most likely go for Asia highs, which are untested, and go to break even higher by that previous daily high and weekly R2. So that's what we're going to look out over there. That is it from my side, bro.
Thanks, Kicks. Beautiful, beautiful analysis, guys. Let's just give a round of applause there to Kigo. What an analysis. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Chad, let's get straight into it. DXY, for the guys that only joined in the afternoon, we spoke about it. We were bearish, bullish on the day. I don't know, sometimes it updates, sometimes it does not update. But anyways, we are bullish on the day while we stay above the previous daily high. Currently rejecting that level. That's the level I said we need to watch out for. And I also mentioned, apologies, I mentioned that there's a very high chance that we can still break bearish and close like this. Then tomorrow is quite easy. And the reason I said that is because this is just one bullish daily candle. That does not equal a support for me. For the guys that have been around, I do want 2 consecutive candles in my direction before I consider it to be a support. And while we're on that, if you haven't seen the disclaimer, these streams are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. We do urge you to consult with your financial advisor before making any financial decisions. You will absolutely 100% guaranteed lose money if you follow what we do here. So do not follow what we do here. Just watch what we do on our own basis here, and you do your own analysis. With that being said, DXY rejecting daily R1, Asia is rejecting. There's that daily key level rejecting. Previous daily high rejecting. And I cannot be bullish while we are trading below the previous daily high. So I want to see what we do at that level. Okay, if we start breaking Asia lows, I'm going to go bearish on the dollar. US 30, straightforward, straightforward, still bullish. I did mention that there could come a time where we can pause a bit, because if you look at the size of these daily candles, the last one yesterday is starting to lose some steam. So at one stage we are going to get a little bit of a pullback, just a little pause candle resistance to be formed, but I'm thinking realistically that's going to happen somewhere there. Just look left with me, that was previously the all-time high. We punched through it, actually gapped up, so that for me is the target for the rest of the week. All right, let me just put something up there for you guys to see. 44.328. Going into the session, if you watched that video I shared last week, here was your trade setup, daily pivot. I didn't take it at this stage, I was on my way to the doctor, but there was your minor break of structure of Asia lows. Asia highs your target, we spoke about it, we even shared it right there. That was your first idea to take it there, 32 point stop. I still mentioned it was a 1-to-1, but easy as they come. All right, now looking into it. Asia highs currently holding, previous daily high up there. I can only get bullish on this again above previous daily high. All right, if we start rejecting below Asia highs, I could try and go short on this into that EQ, because that EQ is still untested. All right, so very simple for me on US 30. Nasdaq daily, how much time do we have left? 9 minutes, that's more than enough. Daily for me on Nasdaq, there's that daily level we spoke about. We're still bullish, but we need to hold above that level. So is this just a deeper pullback, or are we actually going to close bearish on the day? That is still unconfirmed. Currently, no level I can trade from. Only level I can trade from is if we come up to Asia lows, daily EQ. We reject that, I will go short for us to come and retest these levels and daily S1. If we start trading back above the EQ, very simple, we're going back long on this bad boy. So we need some more price to form there for us. Gold, similar to gold, we spoke about gold this morning as well, and I said, if you look at all of the price action from these lows going up, there's a lot of breaks and retests going on. This was the last level we broke out of, which is actually quite a big level. If you consider it, this was a multi-week. I think we almost traded in this range 70 days. So this was a 70-day range that we traded in. We broke out. We have yet to test that level, so at one stage we are going to go for that test. So just be aware that it's not a close your eyes and buy scenario on gold. That is where a lot of guys are going to get clapped this year, where you're going to think everything is going one way, and then it's like, I don't know why gold is going down, because you have no clue. So the daily for me currently still bullish while we're holding above the previous daily low. If this starts flipping bullish, we're going to see a lot of momentum come into the market. But I do have this level right here, 27.45 daily S1. If we reject in this zone here, I'm going to look to take this short. If we start holding above here, I might take it long, because we've got a nice clean range there. We've got a nice 200 EMA. I don't know if you guys can see it. I might need to change the color on this. Keeks, what color do you think we can make this?
What's that?
The 200 EMA. Maybe just the lighter blue. Let's check it. Something like that. Maybe thicken it up. Give me 1 sec, Chad. I just want to thicken this bad boy out. Can I? I don't think I can. I want to make it white. Let's make it... Alright, so there's that 200 EMA. So if we can start holding above it, then I'm going to take this all the way back into your daily pivot. If we reject it, 27.45, we're going back to 27.40, ultimately 27.35. So it's looking a lot better than this morning. GU, daily for me, I was bearish on the day while we were trading below the previous daily low. So I'm just going to put that was my bias for the day. We actually took some shorts, hit break even. But now, remember what I told you guys, I'm bearish on the day, but I was still overall bullish due to the fact that we are shifting bullish now. So I mentioned we can come down, retest that level, and then start to break through this current resistance we've got formed there. And we can even maybe do it today. This is purely a pause candle, or if this starts to flip bearish again, and we start re-breaking the daily lows, this can go bearish. Personally, for me, GU is cooked for the day. There's nothing that I like on this pair, for the simple reason we've taken Asia lows, we've taken Asia highs. So for me, I'm not even going to look at it any further. I'm not going to waste my time. GJ daily, I mentioned as well, I'm still bullish, but we are stuck in this, if you want to call it order block, whatever you want to call it. So if we start breaking above the previous daily high, I do think this thing is gone. We're going to see a lot of volume, but this thing is just barcoding at this stage. Unfortunately, Miles had 2 swing trades this morning, and it moved a total of, I think it was 15 pips, Keegs, both ways. So for me, honestly, I cannot take anything on GJ unless we are starting to trade above here. That is the only spot where I can literally start to take this. The other idea is the short idea we had this morning, below Asia lows, below that daily pivot. Then I can look for something short, but other than that, longs do still look good if we can get above there. But for the most part, it is chalk, Chad. So I think we might need to focus our attention here on gold. I think gold can give us something relatively easier than the rest. But Kigo, that is me.
Hey, 3 minutes to spare. There we go. Alright, guys.
Cheers.
Locked
cheers,
in.
cheers.
Cheers. We are locked in for NAS. So we're gonna see what happens here. BOJ releasing news later.
You bearish on NAS, eh?
Yeah.
Bearish.
BOJ releasing news later.
Barrero.
Okay.
Chad, if you made money this week with how the okay, to be honest, the first part of the week markets were trading great. I think it started yesterday afternoon, eh, Keeks? No trades in the afternoon. This
It's
morning, no
been,
trades.
Markets aren't like doing anything. 1.5% for the week. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
No, that
Nothing
equates
wrong
to
with
6% a month. Do that on a $100,000 account, that's $6,000 a month.
Some proper money.
I'm up 4 on funded and 2 on personal. Beautiful, Justin. Super C drinks are phenomenal. They just bloat you a lot. I think it's so carbonated, you can literally blow a whistle out of your anus. Literally, and out of your mouth. But yeah, other than that, Brad, these things are gassy, dude.
Nah,
we have to be honest. There's a lot of carbonation.
1 minute till market open.
1 minute. Trump loves volatility, they said. Give Trump, wait till Trump gets hold of his own Twitter. Currently it's with his political advisor. It's like, no, Mr. President, you're not getting the phone.
Yeah, you
just give me the phone. So one night he's going to sneak his phone out of the hands of his political advisor, and then you're going to see volatility. Give him a chance.
Oh, and that man gets his phone back.
How much sugar? 4 teaspoons to be exact. 20 grams. 20 grams of sugar. So it's not nothing. 4 teaspoons is... Some of you guys have 4 teaspoons in your coffee and you have like 6 coffees a day.
The boys, they don't play around, bro. And markets open, guys. Round 8. Ding, 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 ding. Fight.
Round 1. Fight.
There we go.
Let's see.
Nila. Nila.
Give us a trade.
Boom, boom. Here we go.
Ow, Nila.
Neil van Westhausen in the house.
I saw straight now that 10 million cats are consumed annually. Yo.
Cats are having it tough out there. We thought traders have it tough.
Yeah.
Cats, my dude.
That was... I wasn't expecting that.
Justy, my dude. Chad, sorry, Keeks, I'm just going to split screen here unless you want to take off the rip. Guys, I'm going to go buy stops here on gold if we re-break this previous 15 high. Let me just get to my chart before I miss it. Give me 1 second. Ooh, might need to execute manually here. Chat, it's so close. Okay, wait, let me. Okay, I executed manually. Let me just pull my stop loss. Alright, chat, on the break of these highs, I've executed gold longs. I'm going to take you through the trade now. I'll take you through the trade now. 27.50. Okay. 27.50. This thing is all the way up here. Might even hit stops before I even discuss the trade. But Chad, here's the idea on the trade. Previous daily low, 1 bounce. Breaks below, rejected, failed to continue lower, breaking back above. Bottom wick testing the daily S1. We are now above 27.45 on the 30-minute. There's your 30-minute closing back inside of this range. There's that daily key level we spoke about earlier. There's that daily flat body resistance area. We took previous daily lows. And then on the 15, I've got the idea now that this right here is showing me we failed to hold below these resistance areas. This is closing back inside the range, and look at that. The 200 acted as resistance. Now I'm expecting the 200 to act as support on the backside. Alright, here we go. So I want to see where is 15. 15 is up there. That's where I'll go break even. Okay, that's going to be our break even spot there.
It's actually a bit volatile, yeah.
Okay, let's see if this thing can do a job for us. So just closing back in the range, expecting us to push back, test Asia lows, because both times we came through Asia, there wasn't really a retest for me. We just punched through, punched back. So if we're going to reject, I do want to see an actual retest on it. Okay. That is the idea. Okay, nice. If this 5 can close bullish, that's going to be solid for us, because there's the retest daily S1. Minor break of structure on the 5. You might see a little bottom wick, then a re-break, and then I think we are solid. Yeah, I'm not going to be greedy here. I think the greedy target, 46. If I can get 32, I'm more than happy with this. I'm more than happy if I can get 32. 27.45, there you can see acting as resistance. now holding as support. If this breaks lower below daily S1, cannot really manage. Then we're just going to eat a full stop here, unfortunately. But while we're holding above the daily S1 and 27.45, very likely we are going to 27.50. All right.
Sorry guys, I'm like locked in here trying to watch two things.
Okay, give us that break. Let's go. If this 5 closes in the next 3 minutes below 27.45, I might kill it here. It needs to hold 27.45. How much are we saving if it closes? Oh, like 13 pips. It needs to hold 27.45. If we don't hold it, if it closes like here, pot odds, I'm not going to save 3 pips. I'll just eat the full stop. But if it gives us the opportunity here somewhere and we can see it's not holding 27.45, we can nuke it. Then you just committed at that stage. But while 27.45 daily S1 and this daily key level holds, we are good to go. How's this 15? Yeah. 15 is going to close, potentially rejecting, breaking the high, rejection there. But let's see. Two minutes. Yeah, I don't think if it closes, yeah, I won't manage. I'll just eat the stop. Or we'll anyways just eat the stop if it goes deeper. One minute 35. If we close here, 1 minute 35, I'm just keeping it very close to stops. Literally, I think 5 pips away from stops. 3 pips away. Let's see. Wait, there, stopped. Boom, done. That's me out. 15 is looking like it is going to close, rejecting that level. 6 minutes left. Then we're going to need to see what we do at the previous daily low. $30 is going to close. Yeah. 30 closes like this. Very likely we're going to come back to this area here. But if the 30 closes bearish and we get another 30 candle breaking above there, I'll have one more shot at it. But currently no follow through. And on the 30 as well, sorry guys, just the last one here. 30, there was your confirmed support. There was your closure back inside of the range. Trade on the break of those highs with the expectation as a minimum to go and test Asia lows. And then after Asia lows, go and fill out this range. So that was the trade idea.
Yeah, quick one guys, just the update. So the cracker in TP, we can see there, this was sent out to the guys. Buys below this point, buys above this point. Keep in mind we only trade after market open, so this one didn't count. There was your market open, bang, closed on it, we went for it, and there we go. Beautiful, beautiful trade. The Project G members eating again today. Bro, the Crackers had a banger start to the year.
I don't think
The Crackers
it hasn't lost.
It hasn't lost. It's taken
Break,
2
I
break
think,
evens.
yeah,
2
but it
break
hasn't
evens,
lost.
0 losses. The Crackers had a amazing start to the year.
It's not true.
But I'm waiting over here, guys, and then might take something on Naz.
Chad, the only way I can re-look at gold here on the 5, I just want to show you guys quickly. 5 is in that zone, daily S1, currently below the daily S1, but if and when we can get a move like this, that's going to be my last shot. Minor break of structure, consolidation in this zone, holding back in the range. Otherwise, the shorts, I can only get active on the shorts below the previous daily low. I cannot take it here, unfortunately not. The 30, all of this still needs to close. So if the 30 closes outside of that range, we can consider it potentially, but yeah, the range is just way too tight for me. The range up is looking a lot better. That is the first loss for the week. G not doing anything. GJ.
Come on, Nasdaq, give us something.
Nas in the range. US 30.
Sorry, guys, that's why literally with Nas, there's a retest. So that we had the break, I need the retest now.
Chad, US 30. If we get a closure above here, let's say this body closes like this, very similar to Wednesday. I'm going to show you guys now. Asia lows taken, daily pivot taken, daily R1. You can wait for bottom week to test the daily R1. Flip of those highs, we're going to daily R2. I believe it was, sorry, Wednesday. This was your break. I think your daily R1 was somewhere here. That was your breakthrough destruction. And then also here on Tuesday, there was your resistance. There was your break above daily R1. There was your bottom week testing, and then there was your break, and they pushed up to your daily R2. So similar play there. If we can get something like that closing above, and Monday gave a little push there, but then reversed straight back down. So that's what I'm looking at. 1 minute.
Come on, give us something, yeah.
If this doesn't close above, we're gonna wait for something similar of a pullback here and then a break of structure. But if we close above here, you might get that run. So I think I might take my last bullet here. How big is this top wick? 22. Okay, let's go. What is dollar doing, Kigo?
Dollar kind of going bullish, bro.
Okay, holding Asia lows.
Come on, Nasdaq. Beautiful. That's what we're going to see. We're going to see if Nasdaq's going to do its dirty again. The new strat's got some big shoes to fill if it wants to live up to the cracker.
Alright, Chad, last bullet for me here. US 30.
Bro, you know, it's still crazy for me. Hold on, let me just get it here. Guys, we're going to execute here.
Chad, I'm going to wait for a bottom wick. Gotta see a bottom wick first. If it goes up first, sorry, Kigo.
That's fine. Bro, I'm gonna stick to the 30 purely because today we actually hold in a range. So if we go back under, we've broke back in. Just so oaks are where this is the new one. So this is
Gotta see a bottom wick, Chad. Gotta see a bottom wick test that daily R1. Otherwise, what's gonna happen is this is that little liquidity sweep, and then we'll come back down. Gotta get a bottom wick. What are you looking for? Are you in? Let's go to Kigo. Nasdaq.
yeah, bro.
Eurostrat.
The hero strat. So that's why, guys, we are putting that deck in mind. This is low risk on this purely because we are doing the live testing of this new strat.
Keys, I'm just gonna mute you quickly. Okay, I was just making sure there.
I just say, so in the
US
normal
30.
situation, technically today actually would almost be like a no
no
trade.
trade, yeah.
But these are the things we've got to journal. So we know, okay, cool, if it gives that signal, don't do anything. Gribbo, how far are you guys from St. Francis?
Who's that?
Depending how we drive, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minutes.
No, St. Francis is like, I think 90 Ks, if I'm not mistaken. So it's close, like a 45-minute drive.
Yeah. Bro, yeah, that's the question. So what?
Is it a 45 pips?
What's... No, this is 30. I said I'm doing 30 because you got the range. You got the range on your side this time. What's the quickest you've done to J-Bay?
Yes, dude, I can't even. 26 minutes?
No way, bro. Really?
26? Why do I feel like 26, 28? But it was early morning though, no traffic. I left for George.
That's still slow, bro.
I think I had the cruise control on like 180, 200.
We did J-Bay in like 16 minutes.
But then you were getting it. So.
Put it this way, bro. We used the whole fuel of tank basically on the way to J-Bay.
No, I was on my way to George, so it was early morning, like 4 o'clock, and I just put the cruise control on.
Yeah, with the CV.
And then just gunned it. At those downhill sections, you gun it a bit, and then you just...
This was literally the weekend. It was the first run we did with some of the boys after I got the big turbo. Bro, yeah.
George, US 30.
We used to take a nice Sunday stroll to J-Bay.
Chad, there's a test now. The only issue here is that 15. I wanted the bottom wick first, and like I said, if we take the highs first, very likely we'll come and retest the zone right here. And also, that is your weekly high, if I'm not mistaken. We're literally at the that is the weekly high, daily high, session high. So got to choose your battles here. But what I would say is it's exactly the same setup on the 30 in the next 10 minutes, but the 15 for me now cannot do anything from this. If we had the bottom wick first and then the break, we had somewhat of an advantage point, but that's out of the window here. And then gold is just it's not for me.
Alright guys, with this Nasdaq, I do still actually really like this position, but purely this
200.
we don't get through that 200, that's going to become a problem. This candle right now, because we basically tested it, this candle needs to now drive. If this rejects, I could might as well even kill the trade. I think then it's in trouble. What is... oh, that's why.
US 30. What is this 15 doing? Yeah, chat, I'll update you guys on the 30 minute. 30 minutes going to be exactly the same setup as the 15. If and when it prints.
Oh, this is a beautiful trade.
Which one is that?
A cracker.
Ooh.
Right, beautiful. A cracker always provides, bro.
What is the 5 doing? Okay, Kigo, I'm gonna go pee quick.
Oh,
P for TP, 8 minutes for this 30.
nah, Jax, I think those actually just, it's free accounts that you could win. Those actually just full sending those accounts.
Who's that?
The leaderboard.
Yeah, no, they are.
They sending it on one trade, and if they got it right, they got a lack of position.
Chad, sorry man, gold on the 15. It's either going to be US 30 or gold, but if gold breaks above this zone here, that zone there, I'll still consider the longs, just seeing some of this dollar weakness coming in, especially GU starting to push now. It's either going to be that minor break of structure there, holding this previous daily low, and we're above that 200 on the 15, and we can take that, or US 30 on the 30 is going to close like this, a nice little top wick to fill, get that bottom wick, then re-break of the highs, and we can go for daily R2. So it's either one of those two, but I will keep you guys on that. But let me go P for TP for Kigo.
Yeah, I say, guys, really for me, if this trade closes bearish, this 5 minute close, I'll kill it already. Because then I think that 200 is going to be a problem there for us. Hey. You see, guys, I swear it's a thing. The fact I said, listen, I'm gonna just kill it anyway after this candle. Now it's like, alright, don't worry, we'll hit stops before before you can close it. Keep in mind, this is again, guys, the new testing strat. So we are playing around with this one. We are testing out some things, moving around, adapting the stops, adapting the TPs. The 15. I mean, we can, bro. The thing is, end of the day, it is holding. I think on the 5, purely because then it's getting close to the 15 closing. That next 15 is also closed back into the range. Then, if this close here, it was more likely it's going to close in the range. So we'll see what happens there. Ooh, is it gonna hold? Let's see. Looks like it wants to. It is holding. It's a tough one there, guys.
What is that?
To hold this one or not, because it did hold the range.
Gold, 4 minutes for the 30 close, for the 5 close. We literally, if we're going to take it off the 5, we want to see a minor break of structure up there. There's a retest, previous daily low currently holding. 15 minute is looking very clean. We will be trading above that 200, otherwise this 200 is going to act as resistance and we are going to go lower. But if we can trade above it, similar to what we had here, once we trade above it, we are going to go back long. So this 15 minute, if we close above here, minor little bottom wick, re-break, and then we run it, and then US 30 on the 30 minutes, you want to see a closure above. How's the 5 looking there? 5 currently minor break of structure there holding. Yeah, then the 30. Nice little bottom wick into that level. 30 minutes left. I just want to see. That was the 30. Yes, that was a massive pullback on that 30. 90. But with this 30, you want to see a tap into that zone. Effectively, the 15. Let's check the 5. Yeah, it's not a full retest for me. But if we're holding here, we're going to daily R2. Very likely. Let's see gold here. Yeah, alright. Gold 15. I think this is where the last bullet will be sown. About 29 pips to Asia lows, and then if we come back into Asia lows, we can come back into this range. Target these highs up here, up there. Gotta see a bottom wick here, Chad. Gotta see a test on the 200. No test on the 200, no trade.
Alright. The hero strat is down and out. So hero strat is, oh no, is that close?
Ciao Bella.
Yeah. Gold looking decent.
Alright, let's see where the last bullet shall go.
Oh, everything's still looking good with you yesterday though. After this baby was beautiful.
15. Okay, here we go. Alright, Chad, 1 minute. If we can close like this, beautiful for me. Again, fake out back into the range right here. Holding previous daily low. Just want to see a bottom wick into that 200 there. And a break of these highs. We're going to run it. That will be the last bullet for me.
Unfortunately, Chad, I need to leave a bit early today again. Got to be somewhere to get through that traffic now. But I'm gonna love and leave you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Hope you guys are ready for Friday for bangers. It's gonna be a goodie. I'm sure Chris has got one more TP left in there for you guys. So we'll see you there.
It hasn't run away now for us. Yes, dude.
But as we say, peace and love, baby. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Cheers, Kigo. See you tomorrow. Oh, let's put off that. Okay. Okay, here we go. Just need a bottom shot, my brother. See you tomorrow. Just need a bottom wick into that 200. If it just breaks here and runs, not our trade to take. Yeah. Shot, my brother. Yeah, no, it's gone. Let's check US 30. Yeah, US 30 on the 30. If we can get a test into that zone, rebreak of these highs. Gotta see a test on that daily R1. Okay, wait, here we go. Here we go. Chad, gold, if we get a test there and we re-break the highs, not on the flip, a re-break of those highs, I will go. But I need to see a test on the 200. Okay. There we go. Alright. Last bullet for me. Re-break of the current 15 highs. Buy stops above there. Last bullet for me. Might squeeze it to the upper end of this range. Let me just get my position in. Okay, buy stops on the re-break of the highs. 30 stop. Just put the text there quickly. Again, it's not financial advice. Please consult with your financial advisor before making any decision. You will lose money. If you followed what I did on the previous trade, you absolutely lost money. That's why we say, do not follow a thing we do here. Please, please, please. Okay, and low hanging fruit 27.50. That is Asia lows, and I want to say the greedy target is the pivot. That is your greedy target, is the upper end of that range. Up there, 70 pips. Alright, Chad, the idea on US 30 is that if we flip back bullish on this 30, holding that daily R1 as a support, something like this, re-break of the current 30 highs, holding that support on the daily R1, should be an easy run into your daily R2. That is the idea, but I'm going with gold here. See if gold can play, purely because gold is at the 200 for me on the 15. It is at a daily S1. It is at a daily key level as well. That daily key level we spoke about here, looking left, where we topped out in November last year. That is the only reason I'm more liking gold. But I might set some buy stops here, see which one triggers first, just cancel the other one. Yeah, chat, I've set some buy stops here as well. I'll see which one is going to trigger first, if gold is going to trigger or US 30. Both ideas can play. US 30 on the 30, rebreak of the highs. I've set buy stops on both. I will see which one activates first, and then I'll just delete the other one. Currently it's looking like US 30 can go first. Ten minutes left, okay, that's fine. Okay, going with like a 32 stop here. If I get triggered on this, very simple for me is once we hit this session I created, that's where I'll go break even. I think that's around about 22, 18 points. That's the idea here. Gold still stalling. Let's see. Why isn't that doing? Nah, shit in the bed. Okay, let's check. Sorry, chat, I'm just locked in here. To apologize. Silk Road found a part and Kraken donates 100k in Bitcoin to him. Incognito, it's going to be interesting to see what he does now. I wouldn't be surprised if some big corporations reach out to him. Because I think in a matter of 2 years, he created illicit business that was valued at, I think, all the volume that was traded on there was $1.2 billion out of your room. So that is absolutely insane. A $1.2 billion business out of your bedroom. Okay. Chad, I'm gonna actually, let me just check here on gold. 8 minutes left. I'm gonna give it 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. If we spend half the time creating a bottom wick, we can spend half the other time actually pushing up. But okay, I'm deleting this, guys. I'm in the US30 trade. Here we go. Let me just delete this. So this is active now. Let me just go over so we can manage. What I'm going to do is once we hit that session high level, that is where I'm going to go break even, irrespective of what's going to happen. You guys saw the management this morning on GU as well. That is the high of the day, the session, the week, everything. You want to see volume come in there. If buyers are going to take this away from the bears, not yet. Slightly shy of that level. Did it? Okay, it was just shy of that level. Yeah, it was shy. I literally need to see it hit the level. Yeah, okay, it hasn't hit that level. On my terminal, it looked like it did, but it hasn't hit that level. 32 points, not going to risk any more than that. Fact that we already tested this level, if it's going to struggle to get away from it, very likely it is actually going to fail above here, come back down. So I don't need to risk more than 32 pips on this. We've tested it once there. We've tested it with this 15-minute candle. I don't mind a bearish candle like this. That's going to indicate that the next candle is going to be a big volume candle. I would actually like if it closes weak bearish like this. And then the 30 minutes still open. 20 minutes for this 30. And then that's going to be the last trade for this session. the 5 looking like? Alrighty, let's see 4 minutes. Again, if this 15 closes below here, nothing we can do. 32, that is what I was willing to risk. I honestly thought we at least gonna pierce it for us to get a break even on this. I'm still contemplating whether trading view is wrong and whether my trading terminal is right, because on my trading terminal, yes, the thing is also I can't zoom in here. Let's scale fix quickly here. Okay, no, it didn't touch. I'll just show you guys here quickly. Thought I was going crazy. Chad, that's from the trading terminal there. You can see it literally didn't tap in there. But anyways, let's see. 2 minutes 35 left on this 15. I don't mind eating a break even, but I at least want to see that level being pierced. If that level can be pierced, then I'm happy. If it pierces it and we come back, but to rush the break even and it didn't pierce the level, I also don't want to do that. So that is part of the game. Why? What lot size you use, Chris? Transparency. I use many lot sizes. Sometimes I use a 1 lot, sometimes I use a 2 lot. I don't know what the lot size is gonna do anything for you, but on this trade it's 15 lots. I don't know what it's gonna do for you though. I don't know. It's a weird question, but I'll snip it for you. That is the lot size on this. So for instance, on Vault Markets, I think it's a 0.15 lot, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 0.15 on Vault Markets. With the way they've got their thing structured. Lovely, just curious. Why does Mr. Millennial join the winning team? Mr. Bison, my TP is at daily R2. That is if we survive this trade. 15 minute is going to close now, Chad. I don't mind this. Like I said, I would then expect the next candle to be a massive volume candle. Flat body candle like that is indicating that the next candle is going to be volume. This is stored up volume that's going to come through. It's either going to be volume to the upside or it's volume going to be to the downside, getting smacked on this. So hopefully this goes our way. But yeah, trade still open. The idea is still based off the 30 closing above this resistance area. We had the wick fill, but we never tapped into that zone. Will I be mad with myself if this hit stop after being so close to the break-even level? Maybe, but that is the risk you put on the table. So if you don't want to take the risk, if you're not willing to lose the money, don't enter the trade. On the lower time frames, also looked at it, and we are holding above that daily R1. So there's a lot going for it, but also in terms of the volume, I would have expected us to already at least punch that level, and if we're going to reverse, then reverse. So there's nothing, I don't want to say nothing concerning that concerns me about the trade, but ultimately we're still trading with the order flow we've got. We're still trading with the idea we're holding the daily R1. Only once we fail this daily R1 would I say, okay, listen here, shit. The longs are not on the table. But while we hold this daily R1, it is very likely that we would see the daily R2. So I feel like Miles this morning, swing trader. We went from scalping to swing trading. Miles had 2 swing trades this morning. Hey Laseri, hope you're well, my brother. Volume, hey man, this 15, yeah. Wait, what the?
This project is brought to you by Unknown Brain. Thank you for listening. Love you all.
Alrighty, 30-minute do a number here for us. Chad, once we break these highs, that's when I go break even. That's if and when. Because that is the weekly high, the daily high. I don't know what's going to drive it. Are the guys waiting 43 minutes for Trump to speak? I don't know. Could be. Maybe they run it before Trump speaks. But what I would say is that if this 15 closes bearish, I'll just kill the trade. And the reason I say that is because then we're going to have a confirmed resistance in this area, and very likely we're going to come down to retest this breakout zone. And that is basically below our current stops. Alright, so that is my management in a losing situation. In a winning situation, I made it clear once we hit these session highs, I am going break even, because that is where we need to see a burst of volume. Alright, but other than that, I cannot exit here without waiting for my plan, and my plan is to manage the trade once we hit that level there. Because how many pips is your TP for the buy? I think it is 60, if I'm not mistaken. 65. It is 65 points, 65 pips. It is not 650 pips like some guys would say. It's 65 points. Come on, USD, do it for us. Just do it for the lads. Don't be that guy. Just do it for the lads. Can she do it? Hold on. Yeah, she's going. She's going. Do it now. Do it now for the boys.
Finish him!
How's the 15 gonna close? The one side of me is like Chris, call it a day. The other side of me is saying, dude, that thing didn't tap into the eyes. You gotta wait for it. You gotta physically see it tap into the zone. Because technically on a 1 minute, there's liquidity there. Check there on the 1 minute. So that's what the one side is telling me. It's like, that is liquidity. They are going to run it. Maybe they don't run it now. But when it's that clean, those equal highs, tweezer tops, whatever you want to call them. That's what the one side is telling me. And the other side is telling me, Chris, close the trade, come back tomorrow. What is Nas doing? Nas in the range. Chat, unless we get volume in the next couple of minutes, I might just kill the trade here, purely because we've got Trump speaking in 40 minutes, and I think the reason we're struggling here is guys are waiting for Trump. So let's see, 8 minutes for this 15. I'm gonna say at least give it 8 more minutes, and then I'll call it. Either gonna hit stops, either we're gonna close like this, confirmed resistance, and we can still manage the trade, or this 15 is gonna actually close something like this, and at that stage we'll break even. So that is the two scenarios. So let's see here. Only one of two scenarios here. But I think it could be the Trump scenario. US 30 hasn't really moved today yet. It's only up 0.2% on futures. I don't know what the cash market is doing. But let's see here. 15. If the 15 closes there, yeah, we might just hit stops before we can even manage. But even if we close here, wouldn't manage it for 8 points. I think it is 5 points, and we just stick it out, running and gunning. How did the hourly close? Hourly as well. All right, 6 minutes. Can we survive for 6 minutes? Can we flip bullish in 6 minutes? Alrighty, let's see. Oh. 4 points away from getting. Oh, sniffing us. Sniffing. Wait. Sniffing us hard now. Literally 3 points away. Should it stops. If it only stops, very lucky. And I say that because we've already tested multiple times here. Look at those top wicks. If we make it through here, very, very lucky, but very highly unlikely. Very unlikely we make it through. Wait, almost. Wait. Oh, there we go. Out. Yo, Chad, that is a tough day in the office. 2 stops, 60 pips. Where does that put me for the week? That puts me down 20 pips for the week. Minus 20 for the week. Aish. All right, Chad. Nothing wrong with this trade. This trade can still work. I think trading into, remember, this is not a recurring event, Trump speaking. So that is going to spook the markets a little bit. I do still like the idea. I think that was a big part of why price traded so choppy today. Even dollar index, if you look at it, so a lot of it is riding on what Trump is going to say today. Nice idea. This I'm a little bit bleak about, waiting for that daily EQ to be slapped. But ultimately, we did take Asia lows. Nasdaq still holding in this range. Never retested the Asia lows and the EQ. Gold as well, just chopping here. We took our shot on the longs a little earlier there, but now it is just at an uncomfortable zone. GU, also like I mentioned, not even considering GU with the fact that we've already taken Asia highs, Asia lows. So this might break out after Trump, and then GJ as well. Asia lows, Asia highs. Asia highs taken, Asia lows. So then for the most part, we know it's just going to be very messy. US 30 minute is still open. That's the interesting thing. Still respecting that daily R1. This thing can still run, but that is my 2 shots for the day. If I take any more, it's getting quite late. You are fatigued. Already 2 trades. So I want to say this for me is a tough one. I literally just wanted to nip in, then I would have gone break even. But that is the part of trading. Yo, I know this is a bad joke, no pun. I think with Miles setups, he scalps into TP and swings into stops. Joe. Chris, at least go B. No, Chad, that is me for the session. Today, price action not great. I think with what we had, we gave it a shot. If you stop giving it a shot and you don't execute, then really go bad for you. But yeah, we will be back tomorrow, not to try and make back anything. We just trade the setups as they come. At the end of the week, we're going to have a tally Friday tomorrow. I think the week was relatively great. I think these 2 trades here, I will review them, but nothing I would have done differently. I think it's just very choppy. Like I said, it is going to be a little bit choppy. We're not even on the 27th of the month yet. These are the first week that we've got Trump in office. This is basically the second full week of trading. So still early days. A lot of water needs to flow through the ocean. So we're going to have quite a long year ahead of us. So Chad, if you had an awesome day here, well done. If you took some losses, don't go and revenge trade. Take a rest, come back tomorrow, and then come back refreshed and renewed. I do appreciate all of you staying here till the end. Peace and love, baby. We'll see you guys same place, same time tomorrow. Friday, Forgotten Bangers. Let's make it a good one. Bring those numbers. We're going to post the link start of the stream, and then right about midway through the stream, we're going to go and choose our contestants. But other than that, chat, peace and love, baby. See you guys tomorrow. Cheers.
cold heart of mine. She really took a beating before for you.